Tonight, on a very special Two Assholes Shitty podcast, Paul Mauld's testicles. How are they? Where are they? Will he ever scratch them again? Plus Halloween costumes, the good, the bad, the sexy. Will the current political climate impact the amount of sexy animal costumes this Halloween? All this and the latest on Phil's sex life. Now here they are, the wounded warrior himself, Paul Mauld, and his sexy wet nurse, Phil.
I'm a sexy wet nurse, huh? Wow.
Sexy wet nurse.
That's what I've always aspired to. Not really? Okay.
Should we let him see us, Phil?
Let them see us naked. Ta-da! Visuals, if you want them. You don't have to. You don't have to look at us if you don't want to.
Something visual was not too abysmal. We could take in an old 3D movie.
I think for a topper, you should show them the hole in your nutsack.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have a dime-sized hole in my scrotum, people.
It's better than having a crab apple in there.
Yeah, that thing was about this size. For those who don't know, I had a surgery on Tuesday to remove a mass that was about the fucking size of like a tangerine.
A tangerine?
Like a peach, a plum, I don't know. It was...
He uses
Heavy.
tangerines.
It was heavy in my hand.
Oh, God.
Like
Your nutsack?
Yeah, it was like definitely like I'm an ounce lighter.
You had like a fishing weight in there? Or?
That's what it felt like. Yeah, like a fishing weight in my nuts.
So you had twin growths in there.
It was a cyst.
A cyst?
That, well, I guess that was two of them. So my doctor said he needed to get it out.
Right.
And so Tuesday I went to get it out. My lovely parents came and picked me up, and we went to the surgery center.
Ooh, bum-ba-da-da.
And they asked me a bunch of questions, namely, do you take vitamins? I'm like, no. do you take any medication? No. Like, well, what have you been taking for this? I'm like, I bought Tylenol because I never take any shit like that. Like, I think I look like a drug addict, and they ask me more questions than they ask normal people.
So, like, he looks like Chris Cornell's white trash little brother. We better ask him about the horse.
Ignatius Cornell.
You know that kid's on the black tar heroin?
So they put me on the legal heroin when I left.
Right, of course. That's how they get you.
So they're asking me all these questions, and the nurse, she was cute. She kind of reminded me of like Marissa Tomei.
Nice.
She thought she was witty, but I could just tell she could read. Because I was like, it sucks getting old, doesn't it? And I like motioned down at my giant nuts. And she's like, you're not old. What are you, 32? Like, yeah, you could read a chart, lady. Good for you. No, she was nice. She gave me an IV.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean, not really, but okay.
I hate that. Like, but she was really good. Like, she was probably had the nicest bedside manner of any person I've ever dealt with. And
she found the vein and all that?
Yeah. Yeah, she tapped my shit and put I got some nice antibiotics right into my body.
So once they stuck me 3 fucking times before they found the goddamn vein.
I would fucking lose
That's a nightmare. You want to deck somebody.
I feel rejuvenated.
Good.
They took me, this guy wheeled me into a room.
Right.
And he was asking me if I know a Michael who has the same last name as me.
Right.
And
he started to address you, massage your shoulders.
No. Do you know Michael?
Do you work out? No, this has nothing to do with the surgery, but I mean, we're here.
Before that all happened, the nurse had to, she goes, I have to take a look at it.
Right.
And I looked at it. I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? I'm like, it looks like what nightmares are made of. And she's like, oh, no, I got to see. So I pick up the sheet, and just the look of, like, on her face was like priceless.
Because that's what every man wants when he takes his pants off, is a woman to have that
were
look.
brought to you by Stan Winston last week. K&B Effects.
They are Bilal.
It looked like, you ever see Planet Terror?
Oh, yeah.
When they get that, like, thing that grows on their face and then it explodes?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's what that's what my balls looked like and felt like, except they just never exploded until my surgeon, Errol, his first name.
Errol Flynn?
Yeah, shot an arrow into my nuts. Harkening back to his role as Robin Hood. My 103-year-old Dr. Errol.
I always think of Errol, like Errol Flynn, like he jumps up and like stabs the sail on the sailboat and rides the dagger down. Did he like stab your balls and kind of ride it down?
I don't know, because a nice man hooked my arms up to this crucifix thing.
Shut up.
No, seriously. And I looked at him. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting a lethal injection. I'm like, don't trick me. He's like, no, don't say that. Like, that's like superstitious, and like you don't talk about dying like before you go into surgery.
Shut up, really?
I guess he was like real serious. Like, no, don't say that. And
my insurance is on the line.
And he's like, I'm just gonna give you something to chill you out. And he shot that in, and I was just like, out. And I woke up to like a nice like dime size hole in my scrotum, and I have to take baths.
Right.
I have to sit in my own filth.
You have to take baths, Ethel, okay?
And let the
take your baths.
Let the hardness run out of me in the tub. And
it's
got
like
me
venom,
antibiotics and some painkillers.
Okay.
But all things considered, I feel a million times better.
You woke up with a hole in your nuts and you felt better.
Yeah, so shockingly. The right before I went in for surgery, too, the doctor comes in. He's like, let me see that. I gotta take a look. Everybody was looking at my nuts like it was a science experiment. And
so if you were eating up the attention, I could tell.
It was just fucking, I don't care. I'll pull out, if anybody says, can I see your nuts? I'll pull out my nuts. I don't give a shit. It's balls.
True.
Half of us have them.
Yeah.
In the world, I mean.
Not the most exciting
Not in the
part.
room.
Yeah.
In the room, both of us have them.
Both of us have
But
them.
I bet you mine are way bigger right now.
Probably.
This really tested the elasticity of my testicles.
Right.
And I think that once it's all said and done, I'm going to be able to take my scrotum and, like, put it over my fist, like the Infinity Gauntlet.
The testes gauntlet.
Yeah. The scrotal gauntlet.
Scrotal gauntlets. The gauntlets of scrotum.
Take the scrotums of your enemies and wear them on your fist. It was like the primitive sock'em boppers. Remember those things? You blow up and punch the shit out of each other?
Those were awesome,
and
actually.
they did nothing to cushion the blows.
Good. I mean, yeah, that's what happened. But if you wore that, wouldn't it have, like, scraggly hairs coming out of it?
I don't know.
It would just look weird.
I would
it's
have
like
to
taking,
ask Leatherface.
Instead of taking scalps, they're taking scrotums.
Scrotums.
I just picture like somebody coming at your ball sack with like a butter knife and then just all this like mayonnaise oozing out.
Dude, I almost went at my ball sack with a fork.
Wow.
That's how bad it hurt. I was just like,
Fucking
I don't
hell.
give a fuck about this.
This is
I
making
want
my balls hurt.
I want
Jesus.
this to be done. I was sitting like Indian style.
Yeah.
With like my balls were like in like a nest of ice in like the middle of my lap.
Oh my god.
And just like wet ice water is like running into my ass and I don't even fucking care because my balls hurt so bad.
There's like steam coming out and the ice is melting.
Yeah,
You're like,
it was yeah, it was like a sauna
oof.
rock in my nutsack.
Oh my god. I remember we came over and Princess Mickey baked you lasagna and you were just walking around like an old man.
Dude.
You were just like rocking back and forth as you were like moving along.
Could you tell how much pain I was in from my eyes? Everybody said today, like, I stopped by work today and everybody's like, oh, you look so much better. Like, apparently I was just like wide-eyed and like intense.
Well, yeah.
For some time.
That's what happens when you're in chronic pain, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad that was gonna get. It didn't start that bad.
Right.
And my doctor told me, he's like, you get a cyst, it happens, you can't avoid it. There's nothing you could do dietarily or whatever.
It's bad luck.
Just bad genes or bad luck, whatever.
And this isn't your first one.
No, I had another one last year, but it wasn't as bad, and they just lanced it. I was all right.
So between that and the fucking skin, you're cursed.
Yeah.
You are the demon child.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. The arthritis doesn't even. It's like I don't even care. I'm on painkillers now, so
Right.
it's like I don't know. I'm just fucking floating through life.
You're like, woo!
Yeah, but I don't feel like. I don't understand how people do abuse painkillers.
Right.
I don't like the way that my brain is on 'em.
Yeah, it's not my thing either.
Trying to, because during my downtime, when you guys came by, I think I was working on music. What day was that? Sunday or
Yeah,
Saturday?
I think it was Sunday.
Oh no, yeah, Sunday I was in really bad shape.
Yeah.
Saturday, I kind of just freaked out, and I was like, this infection could spread and I could die.
Oof.
I'm not gonna. This all just went on internally in my mind.
Right.
I did not express this to anybody.
Right.
But
It's all right. We're alone. Nobody's gonna know.
yeah, but I just thought I'm gonna fucking die. This is terrible.
The bulge in my nutsack is gonna get me.
Yeah, it's gonna be the death of me. So I just started recording a bunch of songs that for the sake of my band too, because we kind of got fucked now with rehearsal because I'm sort of fucked up,
Yeah.
and so we're gonna get a late start. It'll be fine, I think.
Good.
But we're playing all the songs down-tuned at my birthday, November 10th, at the
Nice.
Clash Bar. Splatterhouse, Cover Me Bad, Gesso Lantern, Devil in the Belfry, and the return of the Bad Hormones.
Nice. Bum bum bum. Spelled as you would expect.
Yeah, but we're playing all the songs a step down,
Okay.
so it's heavier.
Nice.
But when I down-pitched all the recordings to send to the guys, I sound like this. Fucking.
We're here.
They couldn't handle it. So in my manic, freaked out state,
me.
I just started recording all these songs, and then I almost finished the entire set.
Ooh.
It takes me 20 minutes to record them,
Wow.
each one. So I've just been banging them out.
Cool.
Basic, just real drums, bass, guitar, vocals, no crazy backing vocals or leads or anything like that. But I just figured I got my voice. They could build the rest. Some scavenger is gonna come in and take my computer. I'm gonna finish the masterpiece. I was so bugged out, man. I was not thinking rationally.
You're like the fucking composer who's just trying to rush his masterpiece before his last breath leaves his body.
Yeah,
He's about to die.
Yeah, that's pretty much what my girlfriend said. She's like, "You're like a mad scientist over there." Mm-hmm. Just I was like Dr. Phibes. I don't know. I feel so much better though.
I'm glad.
That's if you ever get a scrotal cyst, don't fuck around with that. Just go to the doctor and just lie and say it hurts.
Right.
And they'll take it out of you, because if it doesn't hurt, they really don't give a fuck. I don't know why.
This is a public service announcement.
Who wants their scrotum to look like a bushel of grapes, What if you had a bunch of them? Mine was starting to take a life of its own. I wanted to put googly eyes on that shit and take a picture of it.
You should have done that before you went in for the surgery, just to surprise your doctor.
I like when they ask me, they're like, which one is it? They're asking me in the thing, aren't you going to look and know? In my situation, I appreciate the thoroughness. But then I have to think, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's the left one.
The L makes left.
Yeah, I know. I learned that. Same time I learned how to tie my shoes.
Nice.
And now I have shoes that don't even have laces, so I won at life.
Yeah.
Like I was always told, you're going to need to tie your shoes, and you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket.
Right.
I got the fucking world in my pocket, and shoes with no laces. I'm on top of the world, motherfucker.
See, Wally, this is like the end of like human civilization when people aren't even smart enough to tie their own shoes or...
Oh no, I'm smart enough to.
Right.
I was a Boy Scout. I could tie all
No, I
kinds
know
of
we are, but the
kick-ass
next
knots.
generation won't be.
I like to just feign like the generation that's coming, so that like they think I'm assimilating, and then I'm gonna rule them with an iron fist by playing to their ridiculous sensibilities.
It's like Jonestown, but with bad hair.
I'm gonna become the Alex Jones of that generation.
It's a horrifying prospect.
I'm gonna be offended at everything. I'm gonna cry if I see a word and I have to read it and it's a word I don't like. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna shed a tear.
Have you watched a lot of the Alex Jones?
I watch Alex Jones for the entertainment factor of it.
The entertainment value.
I don't know. I liked him on Rogan. Like I thought he was an interesting interview on Rogan. I don't know.
Rogan's show's good.
Bill Hicks faked his death and became Alex Jones.
Yeah,
so, you know,
bullshit.
My tinfoil hat.
Bill is one of my heroes. He would never become Alex Jones.
Dude,
he
yes,
hated
he
all
did.
that shit.
That's why he wanted to do it as a joke, and he's trolling the world.
So it's like a huge joke.
It's a huge meta thing. It's like if Andy Kaufman was actually still alive.
It's a huge Andy Kaufman-esque prank that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
And then has followers and money invested and all this shit.
Precisely, old chum.
Wow. Dun dun dun. You've heard it here first on Two Assholes Shitty Podcast.
Ugh. We're extra shitty today.
We are extra shitty.
Nah, we're less shitty.
I'm
on antibiotics.
You're
so-
slightly less shitty.
So I can't drink. But strangely,
Right.
I do not want to drink. Like, I was drinking, not excessively, but more than I usually do.
I saw the
I was,
vodka
like-
bottle going for a few weeks.
Yeah, I was like in pain, man. I was in pain for a while. And fucking, now I feel fucking so much better. Like
Yeah.
the weight of the world is lifted off my shoulders. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking drink for like a while. Like, I just don't even...
I think he needs to write a song called Scrotal Cyst.
No, I don't. Everybody wants me to write a song about my balls. And then when I start singing like Bob Dylan, they get mad. No, don't do that. It's like, fuck you. The only person that would write a song about balls is Bob Dylan, I think.
I disagree.
I think Bob Dylan would write a song about just about anything, or like Lou Reed.
That's true. Yeah, it could be a Lou Reed.
I see balls. His like talking, singing voice. I like balls.
He did, so I think it's okay.
3 balls. A guy.
And then your mom was here. I had like a whole list of questions for your mom. I was hoping she was going to be on, but she left.
Yeah, my mom.
What's your mom like, by the way?
She's cool. She knows how to telecommute to work.
Ooh.
And she's I wouldn't call her an older woman, but
Right.
she's not of the generation that really like used computers like we did.
Right.
So
Because
Would
we're
she-
so cool.
no, but I mean what she does is like I think is impressive because I know a lot of other people that are her age that like just don't know shit about the computer.
Right.
And won't bother to fucking look at it like a help or like Google anything.
Right.
Like I instilled in her like pretty early on, like, yeah, if something's fucked up, like Google it.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably something on there. Like, don't call me
Right.
until it's like I don't know, I can't figure this out.
Right.
Like look it up. Like try and get as much info as you can.
Exactly.
But she did other crazy stuff. Like she installed the Amazon Prime photo thing or something
Okay.
on her computer that had Windows XP at home,
Wow.
and it just fucked her whole shit up.
Oh shit.
Like it crashed it, and like they had to
Oh.
like back up all her files, like redo the whole computer. But it's like you have Windows XP, like you shouldn't have that anymore. That's old as balls.
Yeah, it's old as balls.
But no, my parents are like,
Good.
my stepdad's an architect.
Oh, wow.
My mom like does like telecom and interior design.
Oh, wow.
And they got their house. They're building it. My stepdad's got like a cool old car.
Oh, yeah?
Jensen Interceptor. I think Mad Max had one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The last of the V8 Interceptors.
Kind of like a British Mustang.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but it's like left side drive and everything, like an American car.
Right.
I guess they made some of them. So it's just like, you know, I was touched that they came down. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice. I feel bad. Like, I'm a grown man. I can
Right.
handle, you know, somebody taking me to the fucking doctor. And,
Right.
But it was nice to hang out with them and kind of just bust their chops for 2 days. Like, I have a good relationship with them. Like, where we could kind of break balls.
Good.
Yeah.
Like how
my
so?
mom was telling me, she's like, I told her, I'm like, I'm going to get a mohawk this week. She's like, what? Why are you going to get a mohawk? I said, because I feel like a warrior, so I'm going to get a warrior's haircut. And she's like, oh, no, why don't you get a man bun? And I said, I would rather cut off my own fucking head than have a man bun.
Amen.
And she's like, oh, why do you say that? I think they're cool. Like, I like that. And ponytails. And I'm like, Mom, I said, I know you don't have terrible taste in men because you're married to Dad. But, like, everybody else that you're attracted to must look like an asshole. And it just cracked my stepdad up. Like, I like when I can make him laugh. He's like kind of like a stern dude.
Oh.
So like cracking him up is like, it's easier and easier as we get older.
Right.
But I get him sometimes. He laughs. He's a tough nut to crack once in a while. But no, it was good, man. I like my parents a lot.
I mean, I was going to ask her, like, really important questions
What were you
about
gonna ask
you.
her?
Like,
I'll answer them.
You know, has he always been a serial bedwetter? You know, that's important.
No, I never once wet the bed. When I was an infant, I crawled to the toilet. Or I would use the cat's litter box.
Shut up. Did you really?
No.
Yeah, you probably did. No, you actually sleep on the floor like a fucking serial killer gripping a machete.
No, I don't sleep on the floor anymore. I got this awesome couch.
And then you know, a picture of Helter Skelter. You actually sleep on the couch now?
Yeah.
Because you were telling me you were sleeping on the floor, remember?
No, before I got the couch, when I had that shitty blue couch. Then I slept on the floor because that thing was fucking little. The love seat.
Yeah.
It's too tiny.
Oh, so you pull it out.
I don't. I just lay on it like that, pretty much.
So whose side of the family does this whole, like, white trash facial hair thing come from? Because it kind of
my dad
grows
looks
in like that.
Yeah, my dad looks like...
It's almost like Joe Dirt in a way.
Yeah, my looked like a smuggler in the 80s. Like, whatever, I don't know if it's a
pink shirt and white pants and that hair and that facial hair.
Yeah, I have pictures of him out on the bay, a stick when it's frozen, and he's poking holes in it.
Right.
And he looks like one of the people like that's going into the jungle in Cannibal Holocaust.
Nice.
Like one of the films, the
Cannibal
guys.
Holocaust. Yeah.
But yeah, I got to shave.
I'm just fucking with you.
No.
What else did I have?
I keep hearing about that I got to shave.
What was Paul like as a child?
He had the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. For 10 years I tried to reach him.
You're just like facing a wall in a rocking chair with like, you know, a bloody like pigeon in your hands and you're just staring at the wall.
I shot him 6 times.
Biting off the heads of things.
No, I was a good kid. I behaved.
You did?
Yeah. I was like the well-behaved one because, like, I just didn't want to fucking get yelled at when I was little. You know, like my mom would just be like, "Do you see this thing in my hand? It's the phone. Like, knock it off." I'm like, "All right," and I just fucking go chill over here and do whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Go play with fucking action figures or something. So I always just tried to, like, stay the fuck out of my parents' way. Like, whatever, they're doing shit. Like,
Right.
they don't have to fucking entertain me all the time.
Right.
It's funny, like, that carries to now, almost, like, the way I approach the whole surgery thing. But they, you know, like, I was always behaved. And if I did something fucking stupid, like, I would come home like, "Oh, yeah, I drank tonight. Like, I feel like shit. I'm going to go throw up and go to bed. Like, just talk about it in the morning." Whatever, you know.
Right.
I didn't drive. I walked. Like, nobody, I was safe about it. Nobody gave a shit, you know. Like, they weren't happy about it, but
Right.
I was honest with them about shit. And,
yeah, I was a good kid until I got a little rebellious and angst-ridden in, like, middle and high school, and then it was all downhill. But
you were an angst-ridden young man.
Yeah, a little bit. I was, like, between the nerd group and the metalhead group, and I didn't really belong in either one. Yeah. I feel like you're kind of like that too, actually.
Yeah, I kind of dressed like a Columbine kid. And
the long trench coat.
Yeah, everybody
all in black.
thought I was gonna, like, commit some atrocity.
I had, like, band shirts, and I had a motorcycle jacket or a jean jacket and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
jean jacket
cargo
was still
pants
cool back then, right?
Yeah, remember that?
I had a motorcycle jacket, like the Fonz.
I had one of those too.
It was, like, way too big for me, though, because I got, like...
I still have it, and it still fits.
Nice. I got rid of mine. I traded it for a guitar.
Interesting.
Yeah, to a friend. But I do have a smaller one, but it's got a tear in it. It's in my grandmother's basement, so it probably smells, too, like like mold. Like, I'm going to have to air it out.
Wow.
Like, that's where I realize all my leather is down there, so it's probably all just crusting away.
Crusting away.
So that'll be an interesting dry cleaning bill.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking 3 figures, I bet.
Oof. Fuck that. You might as well just buy a new fucking jacket.
Nah, you know what? I'll just get my friend. He's got a power washer. Just spray this shit down.
Just spray it down?
Just spray it down.
You're gonna smell like awful, dude.
I already smell awful. Old Spice.
A little Old Spice? Did I have
I
any
smell
other
like Old
questions from-
Spice and indiscretion.
Oh, is it true that your ex adopted all those Chinese kids and made a cult? That was another thing I was going to ask.
No, that's a little personal. No.
You talked about that on here before.
Yeah, that is true, though. But she wouldn't want to talk about that.
And then the last one was, is Paul as popular with the ladies as he portrays himself to be?
You got to ask the ladies. You can't ask my mom. I don't tell her shit.
Oh, well.
About getting
really?
laid. Yeah, I mean, like... What am I going to tell her? Yeah, I had
when you were like 16 or something, like, you know, the different girls were dropping you off every night or something?
You know what? My little neighbor was an asshole when I was a kid. And, like, I would always, like, a different girl would come home with me from school, like, every day. And my neighbor, he's, like, always playing outside. And he's like, "Every time I see you, you're with a different girl."
I would kick that little kid's ass.
Well, yeah, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Prick.
He was obviously just naive and stupid, but...
No, I've certainly had my fair share of carnal intimacy.
I didn't get popular till later.
Females.
Till I was like 19.
Yeah?
I was like 19 and up. Then things started taking off. In high school, I only dated a couple of girls.
I realized that the girl who put her finger up my ass in high school, that Conrad Brooks autograph that's right up there, is to Paul and Rose. That was her.
Oh.
But I kept that in our relationship.
That's the finger blowjob girl.
Yeah, the finger up the ass girl, yeah. But that's, I mean, how the fuck old was I there? Like 16, 15?
Wow.
Probably. I'm trying to think. don't think I got my. I think I got my permit while I was with her. I think I was like 15 to 16.
Okay.
And yeah, it just didn't stop from there. There was her, and there was a Vietnamese girl.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a Cuban Ecuadorian girl, and there was a Japanese girl.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Russian girl. There's a Muslim girl.
Huh.
There was a fucking blonde girl. That's like rare. I don't really bang blonde girls.
Yeah. I just
There
started dating
was-
my first blondes, I think.
There was a black girl.
Yeah, my first blonde.
There was a Filipino girl.
Or you're just like
Basically,
collecting
every
like,
color of the fucking flesh rainbow. I put my dick in it,
good.
and they're all pink on the inside.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what you learn.
That is what you learn.
Yeah.
What time is it?
I don't know.
I think it's time to go on a break.
Okay, well, let's see what James has for us now.
Oh, wait, I gotta open that folder.
James!
I'm ill-prepared for this.
What else is new?
What else is new?
You three-ball douche.
Where's the fucking Halloween break? Where is it?
Where is it?
Where?
Brains. I'll eat your brains. Ugh. You're like the kid that holds up the
You're
whole
listening to Two Assholes Shitty Podcast. We're going to take a break while these assholes rub one out Beatles style. Want to be part of the program? Just call 718-618-9827. Just make sure you call when the boys get back. In the meantime, here's some music from Paul's Underground Vault.
Eerie silence next door. I haven't heard a sound in a week or more. No one's staring in 5G. Does a corpse reside in the apartment next to me? I fear the worst. Hope it's in my mind. Is she breathing or flatline? I really hope her dog was fed. I wonder if my neighbor is dead. You're hot tonight. I'm shotgun to your face. Blow your fucking brains right into space. Sometimes the chase is better than the slaying. Come on, baby, I'm only playing. Relentlessly pursuing. Split ends are your undoing. I wanna cut you up, play with your pretty parts. I'll bet you're crazy, I'm a maniac. I wanna cut your scalp, nail it to my pretty dolls. I'll bet you're crazy, I'm a maniac. The voice within cries out as life's denied, scalped and cast aside. Sometimes my thoughts defy credulity, red's the color of my mutiny. Relentlessly pursuing, wrong turns are your undoing. I wanna cut you up, play with your pretty parts. I'm batshit crazy, I'm a maniac. I wanna cut your scalp, nail it to my pretty dolls. I'm batshit crazy, I'm a maniac. I wanna cut you up, play with all your pretty parts. I'm batshit crazy, I'm a maniac. I wanna cut your scalp, 1986. Mutated atrocities, these people need a fix. Nuclear radiation, right inside their dough. The toxic student body is running out of hope. We are the class of Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High. Mutant on a motorcycle riding down the hall. A frightened student body, their backs against the wall. Everyone is glowing, glowing in the dark. The glowing student body, they wear their toxic mark. We are the class of Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High. We are the class of Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High. Nukem High.
And we're back.
Hey, what's up?
Two Assholes Shitty Podcast.
Two Assholes Shitty Podcasts. What the fuck is the phone number? I'm so awful. I don't even know. I'm on this show and I don't know.
1-800 fuck you.
That should be. I would buy that. That would be great. The Just the Tip hotline.
Yeah, the phones are live on the Just the Tip hotline. 718-618-9827. Give us a call. Tell us what you're gonna be for Halloween this year.
It's on the fucking fan page, right? Or what?
Oh
The
yeah,
number.
it's on the fan page.
Oh, yeah, baby. Make 7 up yours.
What are you gonna be for Halloween this year, Phil?
What am I going to be for Halloween? That's an excellent question. I always wanted to have a pirate costume. Haven't built that one yet, but I'm going to start working on it, I think. I don't think that's going to be this year. I still have the hippie costume I've probably worn 2 years in a row.
Isn't
Maybe
that
I'll
just
dust
your
it off.
everyday clothes there, pal?
Boom, boom. Pretty much, but not really. Oh, God.
No, today.
Oh,
we're-
my God.
Here's something from Good Housekeeping. 15 offensive Halloween costumes you should never wear.
Oh, my God. Paul did programming. I mean, yes.
Should we go from 15 and end at 1?
Yeah, we could do that. One's pretty intense. I was like, whoa, wait, what? Not
Number
good.
15. A national tragedy.
An actual tragedy, like
And it shows people dressed up as the Twin Towers
on fire.
on fire with Barbies falling.
Yeah, that's pretty offensive.
That's just an awful taste. I don't understand why anyone would wear that costume.
I guess I feel like one of those like 9/11 truthers or whatever. It's a good way to start the argument, but it's also a way just to start arguments, especially in this area, I would say.
A homeless person. The hobo. Remember everybody like, what are you for
hobo.
Halloween? Oh, I'm a hobo. You just rub some dirt on your face, get a stick with your belongings on the end, and like put some patchy jeans on and like a shitty shirt. Dress like Cactus Jack and go to school.
If you wore that costume, you're so lazy, you probably would be a hobo, except for you live in your parents' basement or whatever.
Well, it's like I dress in like a fucking hobo costume every day, and I don't, don't say you're being a hobo. Say you're being Paul Mall. Then just wear your pajama pants and
Yeah.
some shirt from the 90s, like make 7 up yours.
I think, like, if you were, like, a 1930s hobo, like, you actually got the olden-time clothes and you messed them up, and you had the stick with the
you're
handkerchief.
culturally insensitive
Really?
to the modern-day hobo.
I feel like the 1930s hobo.
The modern-day hobo gets very offended. I don't know. I know my grandmother used to date this guy, and my grandmother's super right-wing, like hardcore, and the guy, her boyfriend was this like left-wing, like teacher, real nice guy.
Okay.
And he would always give money to the homeless people. Like he'd give them $1 or a couple bucks, whatever.
Right.
And one time he saw a guy and he's like going to give him money, and the guy had a sign that said like Visa or MasterCard accepted, and he was just like kind of incensed by it, and didn't. He was like, I'm not giving this guy any money. Like that's messed up.
Yeah.
But I had a guy once get me on the street in New York, and I usually don't give him the time of day. But he goes, "What's the best nation in the world?"
A donation.
A donation. I'm like, all right. And I gave him a couple bucks. Like, I thought that was pretty good. Like, I think if I dress as a hobo this Halloween, I'm paying homage to that brilliant comedic mind.
Good.
What else have we on this list?
Let's
Sexual
see.
harassment.
Oh, wow. It's just a guy in a trench coat, and then he's got like a plastic body, and it says censored over his junk.
Yeah,
And he
what's
looks
wrong with
way too excited.
personifying sexual harassment?
And why the rubber nipples? That's another thing. Why would you wear a flesh-colored suit with rubber nipples? You're never going to get laid in that. That's just awful.
A mentally ill person. Don't wear a straitjacket. Come on.
That's Halloween. I think you should like kind of. That's like the only time you really can wear a straitjacket.
I don't care if somebody like wanted to fucking. I have psoriasis. They put fucking I don't know, oatmeal pink and stick it to their body with fucking latex.
Right.
Like whatever. Like that's an interesting costume. Like I wouldn't be mad. I would kind of be like impressed.
Right.
You know, like I don't know how well like Christopher Reeve would feel if I was like, yeah, I'm being Christopher Reeve for Halloween.
Well, he is dead.
Well, I know, but when he was alive, like I don't think he would have seen the humor in it.
Right.
Much like you didn't right now.
You're gonna shake all the time and pretend to be Michael J. Fox or something.
Doc! No, that's offensive. You shouldn't put those ideas in my head.
I would never wear a straitjacket all
I'm in
night.
diminished capacity. They told me I can't make any legal decisions. Don't make me make any illegal ones either, Phil.
Give me one of those pills you're taking. Just kidding.
I like that they specifically put O.J. Simpson and Nicole Simpson.
Oh, that's just awful.
That's what we were going to be.
Wah, wah. You're going to be Nicole.
No. I'd be O.J. Simpson. That's the most racist impression I did.
I was about to say.
But everybody hates him.
True.
It's like universal, so like I get away with it.
So you're carte blanche there?
Dude, nobody
You got coverage?
Nobody in that demographic has said everybody's thought that's hilarious.
Good.
Honestly, so if somebody's mad, I get it.
Right.
But he's universally hated.
True.
And it's like
he wrote a
he's
book.
not easy to imitate either, really.
He wrote that book, If I Did It. That's like almost a confession right
He's no
there, isn't
Cosby, you know?
it? Yeah. I guess.
God bless him. Animal cruelty. I can't be animal cruelty for Halloween.
It's like a guy with some sort of white thing with blood on it and like a lion.
A lion
mask.
killer dentist Halloween costume.
That's just awful.
Who the fuck would wear that costume anyway? That's not a. Is it that guy that killed the lion, the dentist?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It's like a political statement, I guess. But first of all, no chicks are going to want to sleep with you. And second of all, if you're a chick in that costume, then you're really messed up. Which is maybe a little hot, but still, you should stay away from her.
A few years ago, an online store took the heat for releasing a costume called anorexia.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. I don't even have a word for that. That's insane. I can't imagine anyone ever being like, yeah, I'm going to be anorexic for Halloween. Like, what costume company thinks, like, we're going to sell that. That's going to be the new hot
It's
seller.
popular in the demographic we're trying to reach.
Yeah, like, that's not even, like, clever. Like, I can
it's
see,
not.
like, I know dressing up like in a Native American is definitely going to be on here. But, like,
Probably.
if you're part Native American, I think you're allowed to do that.
Right.
And B, I always felt like it was, like, paying homage to, like, the warrior. Like,
I think
culture.
you have to do it authentically, and I think basically what we do is we just take a stereotype and alter it a little bit.
I don't know, man.
But,
Look at Chief J. Strongbow.
Okay.
You know who that is?
He's a dude. I think he's
wrestler.
an actor. Oh, okay.
He was like a Native American wrestler.
Okay.
Everybody thought he was Native American.
Uh-huh.
He was a fucking Italian from Nutley.
That's hilarious. How long did he lie about that for?
for years until he was out of the business.
Oh my God.
Like, he's a dark-skinned Italian dude, and like, I don't know if nobody got fucking offended back then, or if it was just like he was like a fucking warrior, like destroying other warriors in the ring. Like, I never saw it as like, it's not like he's walking around drunk, fucking, I own a casino, fuck you.
Right.
Like, they're not playing to the negative stereotypes. Like, I think that's like a cool portrayal.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I feel bad if anybody's offended at something when it's like, I feel like it's supposed to be like an homage.
I think you have to do it right, and I think most of the time people do it shitty. And I think
like the Cleveland Indians. Do you think that's?
Yeah, it's shitty. I think it's
that's stupid shitty. Baseball with the fucking.
Actually, I really like Native American shit. I don't know if you've studied any of it, but I think like the Hopi are really interesting. I think the art of the Indians of the Pacific Northwest is really interesting.
When I was
and I feel like if you really get into Native American culture, it's different from the fucking, mascot or whatever's on the baseball cap,
Of course it is.
And I think it's beautiful, and I think it should be edified. That's all I'm saying. So, no, I kind of don't agree with you.
Come on, Phil. We're going to dress up like Indian. We're going to dress like Indians for Halloween.
I'm going to scalp you. Which was first started by the whites, by the way, and it paid for how many people the assassins they hired killed. It wasn't a racial thing. But anyway.
What else do we have here? Zombie versions of recently deceased celebrities.
I think like ancient deceased celebrities is good. Like the zombie Elvis, that's a good one. Or a zombie Marilyn Monroe would be nice. But I guess who would be like offensive that's a recently dead? Like I guess if you did Prince.
No. Prince died a while ago.
Yeah, Prince is okay now?
Yeah, I don't know.
David Bowie?
Recent. Nah, you could always do a zombie David Bowie. He kind of looks like a zombie cool, actually. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, that's absurd.
I like the zombie Ziggy Stardust. That would be cool.
If like John Voight died tomorrow, I would be zombie John Voight for Halloween.
I guess you could pull it off.
Or like Christopher Walken. Like I would definitely do it. He would not talk. It would be the weirdest Christopher Walken impression ever.
It would not be a good one.
It's just a zombie Christopher Walken. No, it would be. That's the best part because then I don't have to do it. The impression, like I can, but I don't have to. It's like fucking with people.
I always like that impression.
It, but they expect it. Everybody always expects everybody to do Christopher Walken.
That's true.
They never expect you to do Christopher Reeve.
Why would they?
Yeah, I thought, I heard Superman 3, Christopher Reeve didn't want to do it. And I was in line to get the role. And then I thought I was going to get Superman 5 because Christopher Reeve rode a horse. If Tony Danza died, I would do zombie Tony Danza.
Yes.
Mona!
That's not true. Is that story true? He was supposed to be Superman?
It's Superman 3, yeah.
Ugh.
He wasn't going to get Superman 5, though.
Can you imagine him as Superman?
Oh, I'm going to save all these people. Hey, Lois, come here. It's like, that would be the fucking worst idea ever.
Exactly.
And Superman 3 was like a piece of shit. It would have been him with fucking Richard Pryor. Could you imagine that movie? Like, that would be fucking insane.
That would be ridiculous.
What else do we have on here? A terrorist?
That's just racism.
I don't think so. I think dressing up is like a... Who's to say you're a terrorist? Maybe that's just what you're dressing as for Halloween. But you don't have to identify as a terrorist.
Yeah.
Do terrorists identify as a terrorist?
I don't know. For
the way
me,
they dress?
My Halloween costume is very important.
So what are you going to be?
I don't know. I have to be something that's comfortable, but also cool. So I got to figure that out. I don't wear makeup because I have sensitive skin. I don't wear masks. That shit gets hot.
Sensitive skin.
Right?
I don't wear masks.
I'm such a bitch, but yeah, I have like rules to like Halloween costumes. And I got to look cool. I got to be comfortable. So there has to be like that balance between cool and comfort. You don't want to be in the big thing that you can't go to the bathroom. You don't want that. Maybe a vampire would be good. I've never done that. Even though it's very classic, very cool.
Yeah, you could pull off a vampire.
I could pull off a vampire. That would be good. You know, you don't need too much for that.
A vampire that really feeds a lot.
You're such an asshole.
What else do we have here? Cultural stereotypes.
Hooray!
Oh, it's that girl dressed as that guy from that Disney movie, Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's like all like, what is that? Samoan kind of tattoos or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Polynesian.
Polynesian, yeah, that's the word. Yeah, so don't dress as a Polynesian.
And headdress.
And you know what? If
Again,
you did dress
it's
as
how
a
you do it.
Polynesian and one of them saw you, they would fucking punch you in the head so hard that it would like collapse your eye socket. Like Mang from the WWF, King Haku.
I would pay to see that.
Fucking one time, some guy was taunting him in a bar, and supposedly he just grabbed the guy's like that,
Oh shit.
and just ripped his fucking like four bottom teeth out.
Oh my god.
And another time, some guy was like fucking grabbed him and like put him in a headlock, and he fucking bit the guy, bit through his shirt,
Jesus.
and bit a piece out of his stomach.
Oh
and
my God.
Spit it onto the ground.
Oh my
He was
God.
Like fucking nuts. They would not take kindly
No.
to something like that.
So they fucked that little girl up, huh?
Yeah, that girl will get clotheslined into another fucking dimension.
I went to like this Polynesian thing in Las Vegas, and they were doing like fire twirling and all kinds of spear dances and shit. That's just fucking hardcore, dude. And they had like all kinds of weird, cool tribal tattoos. And I talked to them afterwards. They were fucking cool as hell. We had a few drinks with them.
They don't fuck around.
They were fucking cool, man. Stomping and fucking twirling fucking spears and shit, and fire, blowing fire.
Nice.
Twirling fire. It was crazy, man.
My Polynesian restaurant experience is way less exciting.
Yeah, they had like a dinner and a show thing. I forget how much money it was. It was like $50 or something, but it was way worth it.
Sometimes I go to Lee's Hawaiian Islander.
Nice.
And the waiter sings a Celine Dion song. And they add more drinks than we actually order onto our bill. And
They're awful.
And then we fight with them, and they tell us we're not allowed to come back. And then we go back again like months later.
Nice.
It's like a continuing cycle. Not all of that happens every time, but it is some variation of any of those like 9 events. They're such fucking assholes.
Yeah, they are.
I like when they give me the thing with the fire in it, and it's just like burning. Like one time I knocked it over, and they got really mad at me. I was like playing with it, and it fell. And just like a hot sterno was just like sitting in the fucking on the table.
God.
They were not happy with me.
They were none too pleased.
Yeah, you can't take me anywhere.
I guess not.
What else do we got? Body shaming and
God.
objectifying costumes, and it shows a guy riding on the shoulders of like a midget stripper, like his real legs are her feet.
It's just weird.
It's this odd costume. This is terrible.
It's got like pasties that are way too far apart, and she almost looks prepubescent. It's
Like,
wrong.
she's supposed to be a midget.
She's supposed to be like a midget.
Yeah.
She looks like a fire plug.
A refugee.
Why would you dress up like a refugee?
Who would be I'm being a refugee for Halloween.
Like, unless you're trying to like enlighten people of the plight of refugees.
Oh, this is great. Transphobic costumes. See, this is what I kind of disagree with.
So,
If a dude wants to like dress as a woman
right.
on Halloween,
That used to be funny back in the day. Just
it's still funny now. And some guys
Right.
like, you know, if they look good, like it's funny even to see people's like reaction. Like,
Right.
yeah, I know it's my friend dressed as a chick, so, but like other people don't. So like when I see like a dude like check him out, I think it's even funnier.
yeah.
Just because it's like they don't realize it's all like, oh my god, I just checked out a dude. Like, that's still funny to me. I
Yeah.
guess that's homophobic, but it's like, it's whatever. Like, if the guy doesn't freak out and like the dude in the fucking dress doesn't care, like,
Right.
who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah, really.
It's just a funny situation. The guy was barking up the wrong tree,
Yeah.
so to speak. I don't know. I think that's messed up to to fucking like you could say I feel like if anybody dresses up as like a woman, like that's not transphobic, or a woman dresses as a man. That's just like
This is a fetish for some guys. This just like they like to wear women's clothing.
Are you one of those guys?
I am not one of those guys. I don't.
Have you ever worn
even know
women's
anything about
clothing
women's
because
clothing.
a woman asked you to?
If a woman asked me to wear women's clothing, would I?
Yeah, would you?
Well, I have a lot of questions. Is this like a close relationship, or are we just like friends with benefits? Like, what's going on there?
I don't know. What am I, the fucking dungeon master?
I'm saying, like, if I've been married for like 10 years and she's like, oh, this would really spice things up, and like she's got some weird fetish for it, okay, maybe I would do it one night. But if it's just some chick that I'm seeing, no, I don't think so.
Why don't you do it for Halloween?
I'm not going to do it for Halloween. There's some chicks that are into gender bending, though. See, I always thought that,
Like pegging?
chicks would say that, but really they just wanted, like, the alpha male. But actually, there's a range of different things that chicks are into. Girls are so, like, or women are so varied, I think.
Do you ever find that you could pick up hot lesbian chicks?
No. I've had sex with women that thought they were lesbians for a while. Yeah.
No, I've been hit on by girls that are straight up lesbian.
Okay.
Like,
You think everybody's fucking hitting on you?
no, man, everybody is. Look at me. Look at this. Look at this sexy beard.
In all my white trash splendor, look at me, world.
Hey, you guys want to see my nuts?
A special try. No, you don't. Want to see my bloody ball sack?
No.
It's so fucking childish.
I thought I had a fly on these. That would have been funnier if I did. Number 2. Anything involving blackface. Well, I think that's... I haven't seen that in quite a long time. And you know what? Strangely, anytime I do see it, it's like some asshole like Ted Danson when he was fucking Whoopi.
Oh,
Thought it
God.
would be funny to do that on like the Emmys.
He's such an idiot.
Some people are just... it's not... You can't do that.
He's good in The Good Place, though, but I couldn't get through the second season.
I didn't watch that yet.
The first one was brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. The second one, I don't know. There seems to be
I
some
liked
sort of
him on
magic
that
lost.
other show he had with Jonathan Schwartzman.
Oh, you did like that?
I thought that was pretty
I
good.
thought it was forgettable.
I thought he was the funniest part of it.
What's the name of it?
Bored to Death?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because it's forgettable to me.
No, yeah, I thought he was the funniest part of that show.
Well, yeah, but it still wasn't that good.
No, but I like him on it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
I always liked him. Becker, like he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was always like an actor. Like, there's never anything that he was in where I'm like, oh, he's fucking horrible in that.
Right, that's true.
You know, he's pretty like generic, but he's all right.
He's got a likable personality, I think.
Yeah, he seems cool. Ted Danson seems like a dude who'd like, if you're double teaming a chick, he'd like slap hands with you.
He did
Let's
the Alpha
clang our
Zara-
beers together and celebrate. while we put Mary Steenburgen on the rotisserie.
You want Eiffel Tower tonight?
Yeah, we're Eiffel Towering Clara Clayton from Back to the Future 3. My Ted Danson just sounds like a radio announcer.
I think I could do the high fives, but if the other guy wanted to like hold hands while this was going on and like
We have to hold hands.
no,
hum.
that's too much for me. No, I don't want that much contact with him. I want contact with her.
The number one costume that you should not be for Halloween
Oh
this year
God,
is a Holocaust victim.
Ah, really? Who would go there?
Yeah, seriously, who the fuck would do that? I don't know.
And who's she supposed to be dressed up as? Anne Frank?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be Anne Frank. She's got like it's a little girl. She's got a green cap on and a blue dress and stockings. It's just awful. Just awful. Nice.
I got the cool Frankenstein cap
At Burger King.
from Burger King.
Nice.
Match my Franken scrotum.
It matches your shirt too.
Yeah. They can't tell.
You
Can't see the color.
You look like the king of white trash world.
I am. I'm like, what's that guy, Jughead?
Oh yeah.
Fucking Archie.
Yeah.
That guy that always makes the crystal meth and Archie.
There's like a certain kind of like trashy people that grow up in this area, and I call them the tri-state trash. Some of my other friends, like there's just
That's nice.
It's different than other places, you know. You go to the middle of Alabama, or you go to like, you know, Hudson County, New Jersey. Folks are just a little different. The trashy folks here are just a little different.
Yeah, well, we're special.
We are. I think it's all the chemicals in the water. But we are special. What are you looking up, doofus?
Non-offensive Halloween costumes.
Oh, okay. Look at you. So, yeah, I went on a couple of dates last week.
Nice.
I met a computer programmer for Meetup. I'm going to call her Mora for now on this program. Cute little blonde, freckled, very driven in her job, very sweet. Funny, I met her in Hoboken. We went to a coffee place called The Roost. Then we ended up at the Brass Rail drinking half the night and talking into the night. And yeah, and then she walked me back to my car and we made out like crazy. And then I saw her again on Monday. I drove there right after work, and I actually left my sunglasses at the Brass Rail, and I had time to pick them up and then meet her at a place called the Elysian Cafe, which is like this kind of 1930s old building with these old crumbling marble statues and just like a very ornate ceiling, and like it has an old like curtain you walk through when you walk into the place, and all the waiters are dressed kind of old-timey and stuff. But I dropped like $100 there. But anyway, we had a very nice time. So I'm actually seeing her again on Sunday, but she's going to come out to my place and I'm going to cook for her.
Oh, wow. What are you going to make for her?
Chicken and coconut curry.
Oh,
it's
that's
a
nice.
Thai-inspired dish, yeah. Maybe some dumplings on the side kind of thing. Maybe a little ice cream later. And I'm going to get some wine. And we'll see where things go with that.
And a side of beef steak.
Maybe. And then last night I hung out with a woman. She's an older woman who was in a business class that I took, some free business classes. She's also African American. I just found out last night that she loves to smoke weed. I didn't know that before. She's like a massage person. Massage therapist. She does that on the side. She works at a CUNY or SUNY in the city. And we just talked all night. We had a really nice time. But I've never dated someone that's much older than I am.
How much older?
She's actually 60. I couldn't believe that.
Ooh.
But I thought she was 50 because she's also African American.
Black don't crack.
That's what they say. And she's got a very young persona, like she went to Egypt and all this other stuff. So I don't know. Her car like stalled, and then when she said goodnight, she kissed me on the lips.
Nice.
And then we kissed a couple other times. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious, but at the same sense, it's kind of weird. So I guess I'm dating 4 people right now.
I feel like you're just like in this majestic place where you just walk around. It's like, a woman. A woman. Oh, the women.
I don't know what's going on with my life. It's weird. I guess I'm enjoying it.
Keep it wrapped up, Phil. You don't want no kids.
Yeah, true that. True that.
I have now in front of me of the least offensive Halloween costumes you can wear this season.
It's all blurry and shit, though. I can't read it.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I could read it over here.
Okay.
Number 5.
Uh-huh.
A newborn baby.
Why would you be a newborn baby? Who wants to be a...
That's offensive to me. I don't fucking want to look at a real baby, let alone a fake one on Halloween. Ugh.
You know, they make fun of, like, the sexy costumes that some girls wear. I love Halloween for that reason, because women wear sexy costumes.
Sexy Handmaiden's Tale rape
Alright,
maiden.
that's a little too far. That's where we draw the line. But, like, the sexy pirate or something is nice. Or the nurse.
I like a sexy nurse.
Right? I would wear an outfit
Tomei-ish nurse.
if a young lady I was seeing wanted me to wear a certain outfit. I would wear it for Halloween.
hey, that nurse told me you got to put on this gown. It's open in the back. And I just started disrobing, pulling my shit off. She's like, oh, I'm going to go on the other side of the curtain and ask you the questions. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Get naked right here. See my cock, balls, the whole shebang. Let's see, what else?
Deflated balls.
What else is inoffensive?
I don't know.
A number 2 pencil.
Oh, that's like the most boring costume ever.
If I saw a bunch of babies and number 2 pencils, I would fucking start putting razors in the fucking apples and giving them out.
I would pick up a pencil and just beat the babies with it.
I would get lead pencils and stab everybody.
We were having fun as babies with pencils till Paul got stabby.
Stabby.
You old stabby.
I saw too many babies in number 2 pencils, so I got some lead pencils and I stabbed everybody.
You have serious mental health issues.
Number 3, an umbrella.
An umbrella.
These are the worst costumes ever.
Ever. You have no imagination whatsoever.
Number 2, a cow.
I've seen
Remember the
people do
old
the cow
costume?
Yeah. Some women are like very into cows or into cats.
Some people get very offended at the udders, even though they're cow udders. It's
Right.
like, but you could see the nipples.
So who cares?
Yeah, I know. That's offensive to like a lot of people, though. They don't like that.
What is it with the nipple that people get so fucking offended by?
They fear the nipple.
I think they feel the breast with the nipple. You can like be a guy and have nipples, but you can't be a woman and have nipples. That's kind of the rule.
Well, I mean, women have nipples.
Right, but they're on breasts, so
They're not
apparently
allowed
that's
to show
offensive.
them.
Right.
When I dated that Instagram model girl, my job
Instagram model.
became photoshopping her areolas out of the photos when her shit would ride down too low. Like, oh, you got to take that out. Like, they can almost see the rest of it. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, really.
Like, why don't you wear clothes that fit? I fit 5 pounds of shit in a 4-pound bag.
Yeah.
Like, it don't work that way.
Yeah. They love it when you say it like that, though.
No, they don't. we had a photo shoot one time. She's like, I want to go to the castle in Clifton.
Oh, yeah.
So we went to this fucking castle, and of course the bugs are out. Like she didn't bring bug spray. She's covered in perfume, so the bugs are like feasting. She's like, I want to lay on this in the grass, and you take my picture. So there was like a bug like around her head. So like I just kind of like tried to swat it away, but I ended up hitting her. Then she freaked out. You're gonna mess up my hair.
Oh,
I'm like, we're in the fucking forest. What do you think is gonna happen here? Like, I'm here to take a picture. I'm just trying to make sure you're comfortable.
Right.
It's fucking out of control. Never, ever date an Instagram model.
Good point.
Ever.
If there's any advice you take away from tonight's program, let it be that. Never date an Instagram model.
Let it be.
Unless she's a foot model, then that's okay.
The last costume that's on this list here, a leaf.
A leaf? Again, the most boring costume. I would want to set your costume on fire.
How come they didn't put a robot in there? Like, that's an inoffensive costume.
A burning leaf. That would be cool.
Yeah, if these people just, like, lit themselves on fire like the protesters in China. I would love that.
I think that was Vietnam. It was during the Vietnam War.
Oh, yeah, China was where they massacred all the people in the square, right?
They massacred a lot of people in China one time. Actually,
I'm glad
many
we're not
times over
there
history.
because they have no jurisdiction over us yet, Phil.
Yeah, just have some imagination with your fucking costume. Think about it a little bit, you know? I mean, you can pick up a halfway decent costume at that state fair on River Road. You ever go there?
Yeah.
That place is amazing. They have everything. Sometimes I go there and just buy shit for my apartment. That's how fucking awesome it is.
One of my favorite costumes is the John Travolta Welcome Back Kotter
Oh no!
costume.
Is that an
Where-
actual costume?
Oh, it's horrifying. Wait. Costume Kotter.
But Mr. Carter,
Yeah, it is what nightmares are made of.
have you ever gone back and tried to watch that show?
Mr. Kotter.
Oh my god, that is the worst plastic mask I've ever seen in my life.
It is what nightmares are made of. I was watching a movie with John Travolta the other day
Yeah.
called Blowout.
Oh yeah.
And you ever see it?
I think
Older
so.
movie.
A long time ago.
I was describing it to my mom, and I said, a Foley sound engineer with a giant face stumbles upon like a murder or like an attempted murder. And like, it's just like, she's like, what? Like John Travolta, like he just looks, he has a face like a Saint Bernard, that guy.
He does.
It's gigantic. It's a good movie. Brian De Palma directed it.
Oh, okay.
Classic, I guess. I never heard of it. I don't know how I missed it.
Plus, Travolta's in that fucking cult.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This looks like a fucking Nixon mask with Nixon smiling.
I like how the one eye is all fucked up. I should
Right?
post this on the message board on the Facebook.
On the Facebooker.
I could show it to the people, but I don't feel like setting up another screen.
Huh.
I'm too lazy at the moment. I do love me some good Travolta. I think it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
It's bedtime.
It's time. So, little.
Until next time, you can find me at Paul Mauld. You can find this guy at
Phil Perry the on Instagram, or Phil Perry the writer on my Facebook fan page.
Phil Perry the writer.
I'm also at Raving Madman on Twitter.
And I'm just here to tell you, if you have something weird with your testicles, get it handled before it handles you, before it manhandles you.
They pulled it out of Paul, and it actually had a hand and an eyeball, and it's his fucking twin,
It said,
Who-
fuck you.
who he absorbed.
We're out.